Hi, so Karman is here. Hi everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm back on a live after a long time. Today we have the superstar of Indian tennis herself, Karman Thandi, and yeah, she's gonna. As I wrote in my hashtag, set your screens on fire. She is one of the best tennis talents we have at the moment, and I have a lot of hope in her that she's gonna take India to great heights in terms of Indian tennis. One of my favorite players in the women's circuit. So let's have Karman Kaur in the house. Hello, madam.
Hello. Hi.
Finally here.
What's up? Yeah.
You're looking great.
Thank you.
And look, I'm wearing a normal tennis shirt, tennis shorts. I've not gotten any ready.
Um.
You're all, your hair's
To
done.
be honest, no. To be honest, I'm also wearing my tennis trousers. It's just like what's on top of the table is what.
Something I have to learn from you guys.
Yeah.
But I like the professionalism. Thank you for treating my life as a live and actually getting dressed up for it. I didn't know you would come this prepared. And you want to
Wow.
say hi to all your fans here?
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Yes, and thank you for joining.
What's up? How are you? How is your family, friends, everyone?
My family is great. My mom is very happy to have me. I'm very happy to have her. My sister, although they get very annoyed when I keep cuddling them and I don't stop, they
Yeah.
get annoyed at one point. So they wish I had a dog or a baby that I could cuddle,
Oh my
but
God.
unfortunately, I don't have one.
Too much energy, I think, sitting at home, not enough
Yes.
going out.
Yeah, I wish I had a 9-month-old plump baby, but it's okay. Mom and sister are not bad either.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Safety first. Staying at home and all of that.
safety first. You're right.
Yeah. Slowly things are opening up, so don't know how is it. What is the last tournament you played?
I played a challenger in Pau. Name sounds very funny, but it's a place in France.
Okay.
Don't ask me where it is because I use Google Maps to get there. But yeah, it was a nice place. That was the last tournament I played,
When
and
was it?
it was in Feb, a week after Valentine's Day, because I remember being very lonely for Valentine's. I remember that night in the room. So I was
Lonely,
very
just like
depressed. I was very
typical
depressed,
celebrant.
and I didn't know life would get more depressing in a few months. But yeah, so I don't remember that week.
I mean, come on, we're used to being lonely. It's fine. Not that of a big deal.
Yeah, but there are some weeks in a year and some dates that kind of makes me
Yeah.
more
It
lonely.
just everywhere in the world you're seeing couples and all of that love, and then suddenly you just think about yourself.
Yeah, and think about what a great happening life. Muki, you were wearing a dress. What's Rohan asking? Rohan, please keep your
I don't have.
ragging for the Davis Cup, and please don't do that in front of Karman.
When were you wearing a dress?
I don't know. He's asking. I don't know. I don't get his question.
Okay.
Come on,
One of the
boss.
Davis
My
Cup
dressing sense
Davis
is
Cup
not that
secrets.
bad, bro.
Is that one of the Davis Cup secrets?
No, no, it's not. Maybe in the locker room it is, but I think nothing in the open. So,
So since your last tournament, have you even touched your racket? Because for me, it's
ye-
just been like,
yes, I did touch my racket. I was very enthusiastic that tennis would resume in April, May. So I was just in case wanted to be prepared. So I called up Prajnesh and I said, please come in the morning to play with me. And he was hating it because I was waking him up at 6 a.m. every morning. But I was playing with him for like 10, 12 days
must
every
be,
day.
yeah, I can imagine. Must be hard for him, all that Netflix at night and then waking up.
And he was newly married, and that was the most sad part. My mom was actually telling me, why are you disturbing him? Please let him have some time with his wife. But I was like, no, I want to play. And yeah, he always comes when I call him. That's very sweet of him, whether he
That's
wants to play or not. So you want to answer some questions? Is there anything from the fans, or should we go for the questions that we discussed? There's nothing from the fans. So should I ask my first
Hey, we
question,
didn't
Karman?
discuss anything.
Oh yeah, we didn't discuss. I told you straight away. Someone, Nishit Chauhan says, Karman Thandi, you are
Mukund,
so
you did
beautiful.
not tell me anything. Come on.
All right, I didn't. Karman Thandi, you are so beautiful. Yes, I agree, Nishit. She is beautiful. Definitely. Do you agree, Karman?
Thank you, thank you. I got it from my mama.
I can agree also with that. All right. So your first question for the day. You were a good junior. I think you had some good results. You've seen the slams. You competed with one of the best players in the world, many top juniors. But then when you came to the women's, because of our unbelievable system back in India, you didn't have the easy route to the WTA. You didn't have some wild cards. You didn't have many tournaments at home. So you had to take the way all the way from the 15Ks to the 25Ks and then into the top 200. So how did that feel
I think
to
it's all
start
a
all over again?
Yeah, I think it's all a process. I think mostly everybody has to go through that process, and it just gives you more experience when you are starting from the first step, and then you just move on and climb those stairs up, and that gives you even more motivation and confidence and more experience. Definitely, when you're winning at that stage, then you're improving, and so for me, it was like, okay, 15Ks, then 25Ks, and then, getting into the 60, 80s and all of that. So even getting an entry into the 60, 80s and 100Ks, you knew that you're doing something well, and then your ranking is improving. That's why you're getting into those tournaments. So obviously everything, and then the WTAs. I remember I was playing this WTA. I barely made it in. It's either qualies draw, and I was playing like former top 60s and top 100 players.
Hmm.
Tough matches, and then I think it was in Guangzhou or something. Tough
Yeah.
matches. Like I almost. I was dead tired after just the qualies because the matches were so intensive and it was so hot. Playing the first round of main draw against Kuznetsova, and I was 6-3, 3-0 up. It's like you get to experience all of that. So it's like, yeah, I think it's important to get on every step.
Great, nice. So you enjoyed the process. It was not like a grind for you. Although I think you
It
were
was a
stuck in the
grand.
600s for a pretty fair amount of time, isn't it? Because conditions were different in the future. Sometimes it's even if you hit the ball right, it's going out. So
Where?
I don't know. Generally, in futures, it's not that easy to play your game style that you play. In the stadiums of big stadiums, it's probably okay, but sometimes can get tricky in the 15Ks. So and also you were hanging around the 500-600s for a fair amount of time, and then suddenly made the jump. But did you ever
Yeah.
feel it was getting a bit too much at one point?
No, it was just. I think it wasn't so tricky playing 15,000 because when your level's at 15,000, you give your best to, achieve that level and go on to the
Yeah.
next step. So when you go to the 25, you're giving your best every match, every level. So it wasn't the difference of, big crowds or small crowds. It was just like you have to do your best, whatever you can. I know, like, okay, some matches were sometimes like, okay, I should be winning this match, but I was like losing my opportunities. But
Yeah.
that's how you learn, So
Definitely.
there's no point of, and some matches are like, okay, you lose, but it's better to just forget them and learn whatever you can from them, and just forget them. There's no point of carrying those matches with you along with you. So yeah, it was it's a fun ride. It's a lot of emotions.
Sure, sure, for sure. I mean, it's very good to look at how how you've been able to put it across, because I think not many have been able to make the jump that you did so successfully from the juniors into the 15Ks and to the big league.
How
But
was
I
it for
always,
you?
sorry.
How is it for you? Like,
I was a very average player for a very long period of time. I wasn't a promising junior, first of all. So there was
mhm.
no kind of expectations on me that I'm even going to become a player of some sort. It was just okay, it's just going on. And I was
Yeah,
really happy to even win a 15K somewhere or make for a very long time in my life, making a quarters or semis of a 15K was a big achievement for me and for my mom or dad also, for at least one period of time, because when I was 14, 15, I was hardly even qualifying for a grade 2 or a grade 3, or losing in the early rounds. So it was never like, yeah, he belongs somewhere and he has to make the jump now. So that thing was not there for me. And thankfully, when I started training in Vienna, that's when I made the jump into the challengers unexpectedly. And when I got to 290, 280, then expectations hit me very hard, because suddenly, all of a sudden, I was close to playing Wimbledon qualies. I was close to playing US Open qualies. So when you have not even seen a shadow of anything in your life, and then suddenly, you're so close at actually playing a tournament that you have been dreaming since you were born. I got tight. That's when I actually faced a dip in my life, because like you, I didn't see those expectations, face those burdens when I was young. You have seen it at 16, 17. You've seen the slams, you've seen the arenas. I didn't. So I didn't have the exposure. And then, yeah, that's pretty much my life journey. But till like 19, 20, there was no weightage on me to perform.
yeah, but I think it's totally, yeah, agree. There's a lot of excitement and same lot of emotions when you know that there's a chance for you to go into the slams, and you never know. Something might just click and then you're at a different level altogether.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's different. It's a lot different than juniors. Juniors, it's only like you get exposure of everything, and then you just want to grow up and be there in the senior circuit,
Mm-hmm.
the
Hi,
best version
Purav
you
is here.
can.
Hi, Purav Bhaiya. Yes, yes, sir, is here. I'm
Yes,
not
she's
reading the
asking,
comment.
Mukund, why are you sweating? Are you sweating?
Sweating because I'm in Chennai, bro. What do you expect? I'm not in Kulumanali to not sweat. And my mom just switched on the AC though, so I think I'll be fine. And Purav, what's Purav saying?
Hi, Joe. That's my
Yeah,
sister.
yeah. So back to what you were saying. Yes, I did face what you told me. Suddenly, I was at all different level, and yeah, but that was it. I learned my lesson. I learned not to get tight, and hopefully, Karman is too hot to handle. Yes, sir, she is too hot. No doubt about that. If you think that's why I'm sweating, that's definitely the reason. I just realized though. All right, Karman, great
And then you
answer.
say, yeah, that I want to laugh out loud. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for the answer. I learned a lot from that. Definitely, I hopefully I don't get back to futures, but if my son or daughter play tennis, I'll definitely let them know how it feels. All right. So your second question for the day, I actually made an update. This question just came to my mind right now, so I'm gonna switch it for one of the questions that I had in mind. I've always known you as an aggressive player, right? You always try to play the right way of tennis. As I have seen you play, I've never seen you choke in a match, or maybe you have, but at least you choke trying to hit hard and not trying to put it in.
My, that's
Right?
not true.
Why? Okay, okay,
Of
fine.
course, everybody
Whenever I've
chokes.
seen you play, you do try to play
One
right
match,
way of tennis.
honestly, my one of my comeback matches, one of my comeback tournaments. Recently, I mean, not recently, just because, I mean, I'll tell you the second tournament I was playing, my comeback tournament after the shoulder injury.
Yeah.
I had a match point. and I was shaking.
Yeah, I mean, nervousness is okay. You can
Yeah, it
be
was
nervous, you
that
can
bad.
shake, but I've never seen you like start lobbing or,
No,
trying to somehow win the
that's
point or
yeah.
somehow make a few cheap points so you can make slam qualies. Where did that mindset come from? Has it always been there, or who put it that into you, or how did tell us a bit about it?
Growing up, initially also playing tennis, that was never my game style of, just putting the ball in slowly and not having any intention on it. So that was never my style. Even if I did it, like sometimes when I was young, I would either get a scolding from my dad or my mom or my coach. They'll be like, okay, what was that? Why did you do that? Even if I won a point, like, why did you do that? That's not gonna
So
get
your
you
family
any.
had the right thought process.
Yeah. And they just, I mean, motivated and guided me all. Like my coaches, parents, they were just like, okay, you play freely. Whatever happens, happens. They
Yeah.
didn't like put any pressure on me, and I think that is one point why, like, I can play freely and I can hit the ball. And because anyways, I am the one playing, so at some point I know that okay, I need to switch a little bit on the fourth gear and the fifth gear and the third gear, so that you learn with experience. But your game style has to be, I mean, in now, like how the tennis is going, there's no way you can play passive and win matches. You have to take your chances. So
No, definitely. What you're saying is definitely true, but how many people can actually follow it? The numbers are very, very less. Even I
it's
see
also the
like,
support system, whoever, like, the support system. So from a young
sorry to
age you have
interrupt
to.
you. We have a big wingman here who's taking all the comments so we can hold our live in peace. And the man is none other than Purav Raja. The Raja is taking charge of the live, and he's answering all the tough questions so we can answer the simple ones. Thank you, Raja. You're a legend, bro. You're a legend. So yeah, sorry to interrupt you, Karman. Go on.
Yeah, where was I forgot.
You were at many players do that even in the top 100, that when they play a slam for a big match for big money,
Yeah,
you can see a
and
change
then
in
what
their
is the
game style.
result? Because after the match they're also might be thinking the same thing. I should have taken my chances, maybe. Like I should have, but it's right in the situation. You have to build it from a very young age, or you have to build that
Yes, yes,
mindset, because that doesn't come in one day. Because your habits, they go back to how you
yes.
were,
Yeah.
in the young age. So obviously, it is something which you can build up from a
Yeah.
very young.
You know what,
I,
Karman? I don't know about the others, but this one quality is going to take you very high up in the sport. So I wish you the very best for it.
I think you have somewhat the same quality. I've never seen you also play like a choking tennis or a passive game.
Well, I'm learning it from you.
No, that's another lie.
No, it can happen sometimes, Karman. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I think if somebody is really not pushing me, like my coach is not there, or somebody is not there, like Bala or Prajnesh, or somebody who's really telling me to not do it, sometimes I can, you know. Hi, big fan here, Nagal Sumit, bro. You gotta stop embarrassing me by saying you're my fan. I'm your fan. I think you're phenomenal, and yeah, you're awesome. Nothing much I can say. Future of tennis. Yeah, she's sitting right in front of me. I hope you're safe, Sumit, and I hope you're training well. Say hi to Sumit Karman, the best
Hello.
player in India we have right now. So yeah. So if somebody pushes me to do it, I can. But sometimes take,
Vishnu.
take your bromance elsewhere, bro. All right. A member of ITD is asking you a question. You had an amazing start to your Grand Slam debut, a bagel in the first set, and then closely contested second set against a top player like Jennifer Brady. Was that nerves in first set? You
So
bageled her.
what? Hmm?
Did you win the first set 6-love, or you got
No,
bageled?
I lost the first six club. It was
Oh god.
love 6-5-7.
But
So
with
yeah.
you, it can happen sometimes. Yeah, you just get so
No, but
rash
I
at
wasn't.
times. Just missiles going everywhere.
For me, it wasn't like I was controlling or I wasn't. I was passive. It was more like
It's like
I don't know, playing the
KKT as
wrong
usual.
shots, playing the wrong shots or hitting too much. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely loved. It was like my first match of the slam, so I was. And Jennifer Brady, she is a very good player. She has, um, I mean, given and beaten a lot of top players. Yeah, she can be really tough to play sometimes. Yeah.
I have a question actually. Did you ever hit something too less hard sometime in your life? Like, did you ever lose
Yeah.
a match hitting too less? Or has it always been hitting too much?
That's what I'm saying. When I was young, I would get a scolding from dad, mom, and coach
No,
just
let's say
because of
since you
doing
were
that.
like 18, 19, have you ever lost a match because you hit too less? Have you ever lost something because you hit too less? Applied too
No,
less
I
power?
now it's like because I lose because of my unforced errors.
Yeah, it's okay. It's gonna start falling in one day. All right. So anybody else?
So, how old were you when you started playing tennis?
I was 3.5. I was, let's say, 4. Yeah. It's pretty
And
early, I think. I was not
I
talented,
mean,
so
I
I
think
needed
that
a
is
lot
the
of
age
years
when
to
you
learn
should.
it. Sorry?
I think that is the age when you should start playing, I guess. Because nowadays, 13, 14 years, 14, 15, 16 years old are making like, I don't know, top 30,
Sumit
top.
is asking, I have a question. Can I ask as well? I'm not sure about that, Sumit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ask,
why not? Why not? Go
please.
ahead. Go ahead.
Legends
Right.
questions are welcome.
No, but I think it's one question that's gonna
It's fine.
steal the show.
What is
You're
that
making me
question?
nervous, bro.
And now I want to know what is that question. So when you were in school or whatever and you were playing, so how were your routines back then? Like,
I didn't go to school, Karman. I did only until second standard. I went to school, and then I skipped. I don't know how many of them will believe it, but it's true. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, I skipped it. I went straight away to seventh because back then it was board exams only. So my dad said, "Okay, if you're looks like you are good enough to finish those portions as well." And the government could give me permission at that time to do the state board, so I was part of a school, but they gave me permission to stay at home and study, so I did the 7 boards, then I
yeah.
did my 10th boards, 11th, 12th, and then I just did university, so I got done with graduation at 15 and a half.
Pratik, you want the Sumit's question really bad, huh?
Yeah, everybody wants it, I think.
So like
So
you
that was it.
graduated when? Like when you were 17, you graduated already?
15 and a half,
Oh my
16.
God.
Yeah, I started when I was 12, so that's 3.5 years of BBA. And never had. So my routine, to answer your question, my routine was tennis, fitness in the morning at 6. I was still overweight after doing the fitness, so don't ask me what fitness I exactly did, but I was doing fitness. And then I played tennis from like 8 to 11. Then it used to get too hot in Hyderabad at least, so I rest up. Then from 3 to 6, I used to play tennis, and then from 6 to 10 is all
Mhm.
private tuitions. Then that's dinner and sleep, and that was my routine for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
But what is Sumit saying thanks for? Where's the question?
How good is your Hindi?
No, I don't think he'll come up. Guhan is asking, could we see a Mukund Karman partnership soon at the slams? I think Karman is gonna get to top 100 much before me, so not anytime soon. Karman, I have one last question for the day till Sumit's question comes, and then you can ask me a few questions and we can wind it up. Can I shoot it?
Ekjot, I will come to Germany once the lockdown opens up and things get back to normal, which I think things are not gonna be as normal as they were. But yeah, looking forward.
Oh yeah, the Germany thing. So your last question from my side, Karman. I've always seen Auntie travel with you. She's a very sweet person. She is very nice. I really one of my favorite tennis parents. But as any point in your career you felt that having someone, because I have felt it. I when my mom was traveling with me for a long time until when I was 14, 15, we had this discussion, and my mom and me, we both felt that this has to stop. And because she also felt that as in terms of growing as a person, it was holding me back. She was protecting me from everything. And she said, listen, it's time for you to move on. And
Yeah.
it was very tough in the beginning. I missed her a lot, but then I think I learned some good lessons as well, and I felt it mainly. So, did any point in your career or in your life you felt that there was extra baggage or that was holding you from growing as a person, or you think all happened for good and a parent traveling with you is very helpful? Or even in performance, did it ever hold you
Yeah.
back from sometimes just doing your thing? Because if my mom is watching even today, although she doesn't ask me even one question, I feel weird to serve volley, suddenly. Just it happens, when somebody is watching you, it happens. So did that ever get to your mind?
Not at all, actually. So it was definitely on the positive side. It has been, not just mom, the whole family. I think dad, brother, everybody. I think they are the people that helped me to be what I am today. Or they just, guided me to be what I am today. I don't think without my mom, I mean, if my mom was not traveling, I wouldn't be like the way I am today. I mean, she was obviously the biggest support. She is the biggest support. Um, you know, Traveling and taking care of so much stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like I'm pretty dependent. She
Yeah.
lets me be independent, but she is there for me no matter what. Like, it's definitely not like an extra baggage. It's like, tennis gets lonely, but that never happened with me because of mom traveling. And always, if I had some confusion about anything, whether it be tennis or anything, um there were the people like to guide me through the right way. So I cannot even find out one negative thing I can, that it did not work out, and or it does not. We do fight sometimes, like there's
No, I'm
obviously,
not talking about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but mostly it's like whether it be tennis or the person I am today, it's because of their guidance or the way they have their upbringing. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Because no, I mean it's the best thing ever if the parent knows how to handle the situation. No, looks like your
I
mom
mean,
clearly
mom for
knew how to
me,
do
she's
it.
more like a friend to me than, she's a mother and a friend. Like, it's not like only friendship, but it's also like the mom and daughter thing, but also like a friend's thing. So
Yeah, of course. When you
I'm
travel
comfortable.
so long in a year, you need to have that
Yeah.
that friendship and those fights also, which helps to strengthen
Yeah.
the bond.
Honestly, there are sometimes like I lose a match and I'll be upset, but that's when mom just says, out of like a sudden moment, she'd say, "Okay, get ready. We're going out for sightseeing." Because I'm out of the tournament and there's nothing else to do for the next 1 or 2 days, then there's no point of just sitting and getting upset. So she would just, take me outside for sightseeing or something. And that helps to get your mind off of, you know, the things you did on tennis court, which you did not like. Okay, you have thought about it, you have given it your thoughts, you have learned what you had to learn, you have noted down the things, now you have talked to your coach, and you know the way forward. But then it's not right to just sit and keep thinking about it. So that's when the parent support's coming. Even if I lost the match, and it's also upsetting if I am playing a match, they're playing with me. It's not like they're watching from outside. I think it's,
Yeah,
we know also, like if I have to watch somebody else's from outside, it gets more nerve wracking than playing your own match. So
definitely.
I think they're in more pressure than what I am on the court. So sometimes then that dad will call. He'll be like, Okay, you guys get out of the room and go for sightseeing if we both don't want to go. So that's how it works.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's very, very good because for me, my dad is not that involved in my tennis that much. And, because obviously I haven't spent that much time with him when I was young. So it's only mom. So in that way, it's very sweet to hear how the whole family functions together. For me, my biggest go-to people are my sister and my mom. But yeah, for whatever reason, my mom decided that I should go alone. She didn't hang on to me. So Sumit, I'm surprised this is your question, but what is your view on player relief fund from ATP WTA? Well, bro, I mean, what what you said in the WhatsApp group is very spot on. You said I don't think it's a guy who's top 10, top 20's obligation to pay someone who's lower ranked. So I think it's wrong to expect them to come help us. It should be the ATP, WTA, and the ITF doing it, and the money they earn from the slams, they should be used and not ask players, top players, for help because they work more hard than us, if not the same as us. But honestly, I am not in a stage where I fund my own career from my money because I'm not that high ranked yet. So I have no idea about the accounts and whether 10K dollars come to me or not right now. It doesn't make a difference. Of course, still I'm living with my family. So I don't know if it will make a difference in anybody who's ranked 300-400 at the moment. I don't know what lifestyle at that ranking is because I'm still dependent on parents for at least some percentage. And what's your view, Kaman?
I think, I mean, if I would be on his side or something, I wouldn't mind helping the lower ranked players. That's what my point of view is. So.
But it would be a choice, right? You can't make it
Yeah, it's
mandatory. Yeah,
obviously a personal choice. It's
yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
and
That's
my
that's
personal
what I
choice
mean.
would be I would like to help the lower ranked players. What?
But I
Well,
don't think you can expect a top player to help. That's what I mean.
you can expect nobody to do whatsoever for you. But it's
And
Did you learn cooking? I saw some videos.
he asked, "Did you learn, not watch videos, Karman?"
Do you cook now? Or did you used to cook already? You knew cooking already.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I can cook something other than Maggie, so I guess it's safe to say I can cook and I can survive. I'm very bad at making Indian dishes. I don't know anything Indian, but I can.
Pancakes was it?
No, no, I can cook risotto and carbonara, white sauce pasta, blah blah, pesto.
You have to do that when you're outside in Europe.
Yeah, yeah, I do. I bake cakes as well. I can bake Oreo cake. I can bake banana bread. Yeah, so
Yeah.
not bad. One of the questions I wanted to ask you, Karman, I kind of gifted you a panda called Ying Ying. Does he still exist, or he's out in the cellar?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh wow, is he still around? That's nice.
Yeah, it is. Do you want to see it?
No, I'm very sure he's in safe custody once he's with you.
I can't turn the camera around, right?
You can, I think.
Okay. You see
Sumit?
there?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh really? That's him? Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm happy,
That
Karman, because I don't think he would still be
that's
around
my
if he was
painting.
with me. Well, Sumit is stealing the show. This comedy is also. Someone asked, "Did you ever talk to Federer after the US Open match?" He said, "Yes, I chit chat with him on daily basis." Jesus. Kar- Aryaman Tandon, Mukund, which three players? Hi, Aryaman. He's part of VKF, by the way, Karman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Mukund, which three players do you see replacing the big three in the coming years? Uh, Dominic, Medvedev, Tsitsipas, or Shapovalov? What's your pick, Karman?
Yeah, I agree with the picks. Who else would it be? Yeah,
Felix,
Steph.
probably. I like Felix the way he plays.
Felix, yeah. Dennis
Felix is very good.
Felix, Stephanos. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Who were your tennis idols growing up?
mine?
Yeah, that's a question.
Oh, that's for you, probably. I don't think anybody's asking me questions in this live. They're not interested.
Acha. For me, it was Maria Sharapova. Yeah.
All right. Nagal, Sumit, no, he's talking. He's talking about replacing, bro. Aryaman's not asking whether they will win 20 slams. Just will they dominate the rest of the guys? I think these three will be mostly winning most of the tournaments that's out there. I think that's what Aryaman asked. But I don't think Roger, Rafa, Novak are going to be around. Anybody else can be the same level. All right. One last question for the day, Karman. You still want to answer it, or you have some questions for me? We have 10 minutes left.
Yeah. What is the wait? I was just checking out some questions.
Yeah, go for it.
What else did you learn, or what else did you find out that you're good at during this lockdown?
What else am I good at? I'm actually good at texting because I got in touch with some old friends and
Oh yeah, that's really one thing. I would agree. Not on texting. I'm better on calls. So
yeah,
yeah, picking up.
patching up with old friends and nothing new. I just spent a lot of time. I tried out a new diet. I tried keto. Try to
Okay.
eat less carbs. I did lose some because I have a problem of gaining weight, so I tried it out.
For me, it's problem of gaining weight. Yeah, I can't gain weight easily.
I can gain weight very easily. Uh,
What do you think is the
Vishnu
major
Reddy,
difference?
both of you have played in some of the most unique parts of the world. Which are your favorite tourney locations? What's yours, Karman?
Oh my God, there is not one. I really like Japan. I as a country, I like Japan. Then best tennis court, I think Miami was really nice. Miami was nice. Acapulco is amazing.
That's too high for my standards. I'm gonna go with Jerusalem. Israel was very good to go back in history and know some facts.
Mukund is
Marseille,
good at
sorry.
Mukund is good at sending funny memes too.
Yeah, I'm okay at that. I can choose some good memes. If you guys didn't play tennis, what? Sumit
What?
would be a professional dandiya dancer. Oh God. What would you be if we were not tennis players, Karman?
I would definitely. I mean, right now the focus is just I haven't thought anything about except for tennis. I really know what I want to do. But if it was not tennis, I would really do something into fashion or interior designing or yeah.
Yeah, I can
Just
see the fashion sense right now, so won't be surprised. I would be, I think,
I would
very.
be a dancer. Come on.
I think I would. Mine is very clear. I would be a good for nothing, obese, average student at college, probably.
You never attended college, right? You never
Sorry.
went to. You've never been to a college. Like you've never attended
I
college.
have, I have. I did go a few days just to see how it was. Whenever I was in Hyderabad, I. What else? All right, I have one last question for you, Karman, before
Yeah.
we call it a day.
Mhm.
You suddenly Mahesh sir came into your life. He started helping you. I get shit scared when he says, "I'm gonna follow your match today." I get very nervous. And you had A6, you had head, you started training in France. Did that ever, did you feel burdened, or did the expectations skyrocket all of a sudden that you had to live up to something from having, because I felt it when I signed Lotto, I was, suddenly having a coach traveling with me. I was like, no, I should be performing much better than before because I have these things. But that sometimes stopped me from performing. It didn't help me perform better. Even VKF, for that matter of fact, for a brief period, until my mom stepped in and said, "Listen, whether VKF pays you or not, we are good. So forget about it." So I don't know. I'm not sure if I should be saying this, but this was a tough period for me. So
Okay. um, I would just want to see it in a positive way. Obviously, um, Mahesh came into my career life at a very important moment. Of course, it was
even
it
for
was
me, he's a phenomenal. He's phenomenal. I think in showing support. I think he's
yeah,
been
it was
very
it
straightforward, funny, dark humor. I like his one-liners. But
yeah. So yeah, at a very important moment, supporting and yeah, obviously he's a great mentor. He just
I
he
agree.
guides you. He's practical and he guides you into the
He's
he
very
just tells you
practical.
like this
Yeah.
okay, and then you just get clear in your head.
Yeah.
uh A6 head has been there with me since like about 6-7 years now.
Wow. Okay.
So I wouldn't, I mean, the pressure is, I always say this, the pressure is obviously a privilege, but I never felt it that much of a pressure. It I feel more like they're the stepping stones. They're there to support me and help me. Like even A6, like okay, it's a great brand, great clothes, and you look good in those clothes. So you're more confident going on the court that okay, you have this brand and you're one of their brand ambassadors and stuff. So it feels good. It gives you confidence, and they're also very big supporters. So when you like, they're the stepping stones, I think. So uh, like I mean, there's nothing that they're weighing me down or something with pressure or something. No, I never felt
No,
that.
but maybe for a short period of time, I think because when VKF came in and suddenly I was sponsored, I was like, shit, I have to, do something and show them that I'm performing well. Till my team had to come in and step in and say, listen, I mean,
I think
you
more
need to
than
chill
showing
down.
them, you want to do good for yourself. I think that you want to, do well for yourself.
Of course,
And
if everybody can be in the right mind space where they have to be, then life is different. I'm just, for
yeah.
me, then it was not that way. So
Hmm. I think so. BKF also joining me and supporting me. I think that was another stepping stone. So all of these, I think, and in the future also, a lot of people are going to join in. But I think they're not the ones who give pressure. They're only there to,
yeah, they're
be.
very sweet. They're very sweet.
Yeah.
I think I've made friends at VKF. I'm very good friends with Dhwani and Hushad, and they're great guys. They're great human beings.
I
Janet
mean,
is very
it's
good.
just, yeah, I'm just grateful to have a team.
Me too.
Yeah. So,
I think
I
they're
mean,
very
they
sweet.
take care of everything. So, I think
Yeah,
it's
they do.
one
They
of
do,
the
and they're very very nice. Just apart from being just a sponsor, they're very sweet, and they're morally also sometimes to talk to you whenever you need. Apart from the sport, and that's it from my side, Karman. I think you were phenomenal today in all your answers.
Thank
I've
you.
learned a lot, so thank you for all the insight. And is there any questions you want to take from the fans? We are good to go in the next 5 minutes. Is there anything interesting? Because the thing is, Purav and Sumit are answering all our questions and giving all the counters, so we have nothing left to answer.
It's fine. Yeah. I mean, I just wish you all the best whenever things get back. And even now, just stay fit, stay healthy.
Thank
Uh,
you, madam. Thank you
and
very much.
hope to
Means
see
a
you
lot.
soon.
Yes, and I want to wish you the best of luck. I think I have a lot of hope in you. I believe you can go to very high levels of the sport, and I'm very sure about that. Just stay humble as you always are. Keep working hard, and um, I don't know where we lost her. I think she didn't want to hear my all the best. Look for another 2 minutes. If not, we can call this off, guys. Thanks everyone for coming. Um, no, I think Karman's out. Thanks, Soumya. Thanks. Sukwant is saying Mukund is looking suitably lost. What does that mean? All right. So I think Karman lost a battery or something. Anyway, we wish Karman all the best and hope we see her uh, in the big league very soon. And thanks everyone for tuning in. And I'm gonna catch you soon with Adil Kalyanpur on Tuesday. So don't forget to tune in. Yeah, so Karman wanted to go. No, no, not round two. Karman just wanted to say a goodbye. So she wants to come and say a goodbye to the fans. Sweet of her. So where is she? Wow,
Hey,
thanks for coming back, Karman. I think that was very sweet of you to come back to say goodbye.
no, my phone, it was the temperature got too high. So it just
I
switched
think
off.
anything around you, the temperature gets too high. Looks like even I started sweating. All right, sorry. Enough of those jokes. And yeah, what I was saying is, you're one of my favorite players, and I believe in you a lot. So I think very soon you're gonna make us very proud. Just keep working hard as you always do.
Thank
You're
you.
one of the most focused athletes I've seen. So stay there, and big things are coming.
Thanks, Mukul. Thanks for doing this live. And
Thank you for coming, Karman. I think thanks for your time.
Thank you. Huh. Okay, bye then.
All right, Karman, thank you. You were phenomenal again. So good night, and
Thank you.
hope we do this again sometime.
Yeah,
You host me next time.
definitely.
You interview me next time.
Right now, you want to go live on my account?
No,
We
not
can
today.
do it.
I think that's too much temperature already, so I need to cool down for. I need a few
What?
days to cool down.
What did you say?
I think it's too much heat for me today. I need a few days to cool down. So I'll get ready again and then let you know.
Sure.
All right. Bye.
All
We
right.
missed the rapid fire today. I had some questions for you and I had a few dares for you, but we couldn't do it unfortunately. We didn't have enough time.
Wow. Good.
Yeah. All right. So bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.